It's sad.
I've never heard of this dude. I mean, Immortal technique. It's something that really is worth checking out. And I don't know why this story is not made up to the media or to the radio. I don't know why we haven't heard of him.
I haven't heard of him before. It's my first time here.
Yeah.
And
hi guys, welcome back to Samira&Nawal. Samira
here.
If you're new, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. If you're not, welcome back. And today we're gonna react to Immortal technique, Dance with the Devil.
Ooh,
I can already tell by the title.
That title is like strong.
This is gonna be some really strong shit, okay? So let's get into this video.
I like that piano.
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making a million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes.
That's why you should hang like good people that you surround, you know? It's like,
yes, I feel like some people, yeah, when like you have like you fancy material objects, some people actually take advantage of you and you end up in the wrong group.
Capitalistic mental, coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. Everyone trying to be trife never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes. Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone trying to be trife never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers, cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own.
And he felt strong alone.
And he felt strong.
Cocked to the gate of the head and I pulled back the shirt cover. Okay.
It's
Standing
not his
along with his new
mother.
brothers,
He
cocked the
didn't
gat
kill-
to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made
Because they told him that you have to kill the person while you're looking through their eyes. And when he saw it was his own mother.
I think after he killed it, then they said like, look her into.
And what he said, like, she was basically dead. But that I think they meant by like, she's already like, she doesn't feel, they literally beat her up and raped her. So what else is left? Now is your chance to kill her for you to get a spot in our crib. And it was his own mother he raped. That was a twist, bro. I'm literally
I still
shaking.
cannot believe it. Like,
him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to
gave him birth, like. Wow, I did not expect this.
He changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too, and now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows, in every street cipher listening to little thugs flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a shows in every street cipher listening to little thugs flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black
color is not.
It doesn't
You have a
matter.
self-destructive destiny when you inflicted.
color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever. Fell from the top, there's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
True, bro.
Can you see like tears in my eyes when he talk about like?
It was a whole twist that we saw right there, like.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
It was his own mother. So basically what I'm getting from this music video, like this, not music video, but video, is that this Billy dude,
Yeah.
he wanted like, he had this like material objects that he wanted to have, basically.
It's like it was his goal.
Yeah, and he knew that money couldn't bring him respect. So he hung with this group of people, and they were like, any person can sell a drug, but like a real thug can kill someone while looking through their eyes. So they wanted to test him on a Friday night, and they basically kidnapped this woman. They wanted like for him to prove himself, kill someone, that's what we do, and for you to get a spot in our group. That's what that's how they basically did. And they knew that they were taking advantage of his like his desires, so they knew that he was basically gonna do it. And his mom was working so hard every night, coming late for what? Like, it was not worth it. And one of the like I got some of the lyrics that like the devil used to be God's angel that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we are burning in the melting pot. When the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because dancing with the devil may last you forever.
You might never come back.
Whew,
so you should think like before I hear like what you...
Yeah, material objects is never gonna give you something good. And I was literally reading and picturing everything in my head. And like the first when it started, I was like, okay. But the ending was just really shocking. It was really surprising that it was his own mother.
I cannot believe, like, is this a true story or...
Was it like made up story? Because if it is, like, his storytelling ability
is blowing.
His storytelling ability is amazing, dude. Like, I don't know, like,
it just I cannot like get out of my head.
I'm like processing what happened, and he then killed himself after
because
realizing everything.
What was left in this world? Like,
you just killed your own mother, you raped her,
you watched they raped her. Like, you shouldn't do that to anyone, if it's if your mother or your sister,
whoever it is.
It can be wherever. So.
And one thing that he said when he said that Billy can be amongst you guys, like he can be standing at my show. I think he remembered that like Billy basically it's a metaphor. I think it can be me, like, it can be you, like someone to have like, you know what I mean? Like it's just
the same,
that mentality. It can be my friend, it can be me, it can be you. It can be anyone.
I think he meant the devil. It's sad.
I've never heard of this dude. I mean, Immortal technique. It's something that really is worth checking out. And I don't know why this story is not made up to the media or to the radio. I don't know why we haven't heard of him.
I haven't heard of him before. It's my first time hearing.
Yeah.
And why isn't he like that?
Did it come out like now? Did it come out like years ago? Just let us know in the comment down below, guys. We hope you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. I'm still like, my voice is cracking, like I cannot.
I was shaking while watching
this video. Yeah, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.